Good Wednesday morning, my friends. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of April, and I am bringing to you this week's meeting topic and my weekly weigh-in. So I weighed in and I was down 0.6. I will take that. I am very happy with that. That puts me at 136.4, which is in my happy zone, which is 10 pounds under goal. And I like to be anywhere between 134 and 137. I prefer 135. That's my target number, but it is what it is. And I was thrilled to see the scale go down a little bit. Since the last 2 weeks, I've kind of stayed the same, and I had a little jump 1 week. But that's what maintenance is all about. We go up, we go down. And it's just proof that what I'm doing is working, and that's what we need to focus on right now. Whatever is working for you right now, if that's maintaining, if that's allowing yourself to gain a few pounds, whatever is working for you and your mental health. So this week's topic is time to hit refresh. And let me tell you, in the spring, I think there's certain times of the year that we all like to refresh. Definitely in January, the start of a new year, and definitely with the change of the seasons, especially spring. Spring just brings, with the flowers blooming and the grass turning green and the weather turning warm. I think that's just a natural refresher for all of us. So there's a lot of things we can refresh. We can refresh our mindset. We can refresh our homes. And we can refresh ourselves. So, what the topic says this week, we've all had days, weeks, or even months when we've fallen off course. And now, more than ever, life happens. And while we've worked to create and adapt to our new normal, keeping up our healthy habits may not have been the #1 priority. And that's okay. Sure, spring may look a little different this year, but there are still plenty of ways to see it as an opportunity for a clean slate. What to do? Pick a day to start fresh and try one strategy below at a time. #1, set up your space. Make healthy routines easier by doing things that will make your life easier. Leaving your yoga mat next to the TV, so you see it and you're reminded that you need to get a workout in. Or cutting up fruits and veggies so you don't have to think about snack time. Now, if you watch my channel, you have seen every day I make a big fruit and vegetable platter for the whole family. I put it on ice and I leave it out on the counter. And all day, every time somebody walks through the kitchen, that's what happens. We pick on that. It has been fantastic. And usually by the end of the day, there's a few little dregs left in the bottom. Usually it's celery. I'm getting the point that I'm the only one I think that eats celery. Maybe Doug eats celery, but I don't think the boys eat celery. So I'm going to cut back on the celery on my vegetable tray. But that has been a huge, huge help in our house, keeping us all out of the snack cabinet. So think about doing stuff like that. Leave your weights out. Your hand weights, if that's what you do. Like, when you see them, you're going to be like, you know what? I need to pick them up and use them. It works. It really does. The second thing they say is to track smarter. Pre-track this week's meals so you know what you're eating ahead of time, or set daily reminders to track on your phone. I pre-plan all of my meals for the entire week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Does it always work out perfect that I eat exactly those things? Nope, it doesn't, because if there's some extra leftovers or if someone gifts us with some food or something, things can change. But you just have to be adaptable to that. But having some sort of plan, especially in times like these when we may not be able to get all of our usual stuff at the grocery store, having that plan will definitely help keep you on track. I pre-track some meals for the day in my tracker, like yesterday when it was our anniversary, and I knew I was going to have a slice of 16-point peanut butter pie. I tracked my whole day because I wanted that pie. And I wanted to make sure that I still had enough daily and weekly points to cover that pie. So I pre-tracked it. It definitely helps. It shows you, like, you're not surprised when you come to dinner time and it's like, oh, I have a point left. When you pre-track, when you know what you're going to eat. So definitely try that, and definitely try a little bit of meal planning, just so you know, just so you have a clue. Like for me, when I know I'm going to have a higher point dinner, I just plan lower point breakfasts and lunches. Now, I'm not saying they have to be all 0 point foods or they have to be something I don't like. They're just a little bit lower point. And I started a rule when I started WW that was, I track it before I eat it, write it before I bite it. And let me tell you, that's been a huge help, because if I don't, I know by the end of the day, I would forget that maybe I threw a couple goldfish in my mouth, or a whole point's worth or 2 points worth of goldfish in my mouth. I do not let myself eat it until I put it in my tracker. Keeps me accountable, makes me really think about what I'm putting in my mouth, and it keeps an accurate points count for me. So that's definitely a huge one to try. Number 3, focus your intentions. Reflect on what a new beginning means to you and what you can accomplish during this time. I mean, look at January. Look at, back when we were still in meetings in January. I'm sure your WW meeting was packed come the first and second week of January. It's a new start. Everybody wants that new start. When reality is, we can start anytime we want, but there's just something about that fresh January 1st or that fresh spring feeling that really makes us want to refresh. So decide what spring means to you. It means we're getting closer to summer, and maybe, you want to look a little nicer in a bathing suit, or maybe it means we're getting closer to 5K season and you really want to run a few 5Ks this year and you need to get in shape for that. There's so many different things, and everyone has their own intentions and their own desires. So you need to find out what yours are and focus on yours. I love this one. Number 4, get back to basics. Sometimes we get so worried about doing the latest thing or the greatest thing, or ordering, this new food off the internet, or, doing this hack with this food, or, how can I turn this food into something it's not really supposed to be? We get so caught up in all that stuff that we just forget the basics. Look back to when you first started WW. Look back in your tracker. Look to see what you were eating. Look to see what you were doing. Were you successful? If you were, then get back to basics. Get back to drinking your water. Get back to moving your body. Get back to tracking your food. Get back to making the best food choices you can. And for me, that is a constant reminder of whatever I eat and do to lose my weight, I'm going to have to do forever to maintain that loss. So you better eat what you love and love what you eat, because if you don't, you're not going to stick with it. I mean, yeah, we can all say that we are substituting, I'm trying to think, cauliflower rice for rice. I use cauliflower rice. I mix it with regular rice. And if you truly love cauliflower rice, then fine, use it all the time. But if you don't love it, you're not going to stick with it. So learn how to fit the real rice in. I mean, I eat bacon a couple times a week. Well, now we're rationing, so we're down to 1 time a week with bacon. Just real bacon. I fit it in. I love bacon. I'm not going to go the rest of my life without it, so I need to learn to fit it in. Last night, I made, it was our anniversary, I made my husband's favorite peanut butter pie, and I did not Weight Watcherify it. It had real peanut butter and real sugar and real Cool Whip and real cream cheese. Actually, the light cream cheese, because we always use that anyway. I fit it in. I fit a 16-point piece of cake in, and I still have weeklies. And if I had a little bit, I think if I had a 2-point less lunch, I would have still got a blue dot, even with that, because it's just a little bit of planning and it's going back to basics. So that's all you have to do, is just remember your why. Remember that feeling you had when you started. The next one is spring clean your mind. It's normal to worry about the future, and we are all worrying about that right now. Write down your thoughts and jot down steps you can take to refocus. It'll help you process them and move forward. This goes back to last week's topic about control. Things you can control and things you can't control. You can't control what's going on in the world, but you can control what's going on with your body, with your eating, with your exercising, and with what's going on in your home. So control the things you can, let go of the things you can't, write them down, make lists, empower yourself. And the last one, get creative with activity. I am not a gym girl, so I don't miss my gym. I have friends that are pining over missing their gyms, and I get it. If suddenly you told me I wasn't allowed to do my workouts in the morning, I'd be a hot mess. I would be. But if it's your gym you're missing, get creative. YouTube, tons and tons of exercise videos. Go outside and take a walk. Go outside and take a run. Yeah, we don't have all the fancy machines and everything. Most of us don't have all the fancy machines and anything at home like that, but you can do something. You can definitely do something. Don't have hand weights? Use 2-gallon jugs filled with water or sand. There's some weights for you. Don't have a treadmill? Try to get outside. It is spring. The weather is getting a little bit nicer. Now, granted, I know there's places that are still having snow and stuff, but on days you can, get outside and walk. Do laps around your house. Anything. Go up and down your steps. Do anything you can to get some activity in. So they were the ones on the weekly, and they had a couple more on the article online, and one of them was step on the scale. I know it's a scary thing to do. It is, but it's what's going to keep us in check. But before you get on the scale, take a moment to focus on some non-scale victories that you had during the week. Did you get blue dots? Did you get your exercise in? Did you get all your fruits and veggies and your grains and your healthy oils in? Did you eat a nice balanced diet during the week? Focus on those things before you get on the scale, especially if you know you're going to have a game. Focus on what you did right, not what you did wrong, and then step back and correct those habits that we didn't do quite well enough for the next week. I know it's scary getting on that scale. I did not want to get on that scale after Easter, but I did it. Because if not, I'm just fooling myself. Just like if you eat something and you don't track it, you are not fooling anyone. Just because you didn't write it down doesn't mean you didn't eat it, and doesn't mean it's not going to sit on your hips. So why not track it? Be honest. Be honest with your tracker. Be honest with your scale. That's all we can do. And they also said to try to head outside. We just talked about that. And yes, it's hard if you live in a high-rise apartment building in the middle of the city right now to get outside. But if you can just open a window maybe and just hang your head out and get some fresh air. Like, it's not warm enough here in Jersey yet to open windows and air out the house. We've had a couple days, but nothing consistent. Like, we've had like 2 days where I could open the windows, but I'm really looking and plus allergies are so bad in Jersey. You open the windows and then all of a sudden your eyes are swollen shut. So we kind of live in a catch-22 here. But it's also time for us to get our garden started here in Jersey. We've had crappy weather to do it. It's been raining a lot and all, but I can't wait to get outside and help Doug start that. We're putting in a brand new irrigation system for the garden this year. So that'll be a lot of outside work and a lot of movement. So I'm looking forward to that. And lastly, prioritize your progress. If you're a meeting member and you still are paying for the meetings, go to a virtual workshop. Personally, I don't care for them. I don't really think they do much for me. But do things that will help you. Watch YouTube. Watch WW YouTubers. Find somebody that you can connect with and that you really like and that you really, that motivates you. Don't watch anyone that doesn't motivate you. Don't watch anyone that you can't relate to. And that includes me. If you can't relate to me, turn me off. I want you to be successful. That is the main thing. And if what I'm saying isn't clicking with you, find someone that does click with you, because there's a ton of us out there. So you will definitely find someone that works for you. And most importantly, show yourself a little bit of love. Like I said a couple weeks ago, give yourself an inch of grace, not a yard of grace. We have to allow ourselves a little bit of flexibility, but not so much flexibility that we break. So find your happy spot, find what you can do, and go for it. And I am always here. If you need anything, please shoot me an email. If you are in my Facebook group, put up a post or send me a message on Messenger. But email is probably the best way to get a hold of me, and my email's always in the description box below. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you just need a little bit of encouragement. So that is it. The recipe for the week is BLT egg sliders. They're really actually kind of cute. Look at that. You make a little BLT inside a hard-boiled egg. So I thought they were really cute. 3 points on green and 1 point on blue and purple. The point on blue and purple comes from the mayonnaise and the bacon. And the 3 points on green come from the mayonnaise, the bacon, and the egg. So very cute. They would look really cute on a little like appetizer platter. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed the topic for the week. Let me know down below how you're doing. Let me know how your weigh-in went. Let me know if you're struggling with anything in particular. Have a fantastic day. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and if you can, please stay home. Let's flatten this curve and let's try to get on with some kind of normal life in the next couple months, because I need to be outside. I need my beach. I need my pool. And it doesn't look good for the summer, guys, but we'll keep on moving on, and it's all we can do is hope, hope, hope. Have a great day, and I will see you all very, very soon.